And the best in the business, Peter Ford, and he was the first with the information last week that Staci Child was doing a pictorial. You were the first, Peter, and there she is in the paper this morning.
Oh, yes, there she is. What has this nation come to when we've got this girl flaunting herself in this disgraceful way in Zoo magazine, and interestingly using various props too to indicate her links to the Prime Minister. There she is with the Australian flag draped around her. That in itself, of course, is offensive to a lot of people, and people get very, very passionate about issues involving flags because clearly they represent a lot of things, a lot of history. I know a couple of years ago up in Ballarat, Roland Roccacelli stripped off and draped himself in a Eureka flag. Oh. And that was highly offensive. Not so much the use of the flag, but Roland Roccacelli naked was the really offensive thing. But people obviously get very angry about that. And in this spread today in the Zoo Weekly, there she is with the flag in another bit there. She's touching the ballot box, and which is not code for anything. She really is. They've got a ballot box there to indicate her links to the Prime Minister, etc. So, she's clearly playing that up and she's cashing in. She's very successful in New York as a hair and makeup artist, so you wouldn't think she necessarily needs the money, but I guess you get someone comes knocking at the door, namely Max Markson, and says, I can make you a whole lot of money for a couple of hours' work. It'd be very, very difficult for people to say no. But there's some odd things in the story. I mean, she says that she speaks to her father, Tim Matheson, every day. But then she's indicating in the next paragraph where she doesn't know what he does for a job. He was a hairdresser, but I think he's doing real estate now, or maybe he's involved in men's health. So clearly very deep and meaningful conversations that she's having every day with her father. And also she says that Tim, her dad, told her that Julia Gillard had in fact been offered a spread in Zoo Weekly as well. So we'll see what happens with that. Have you seen it yet?
No, we've got the page 7 at the Herald Sun looking at us. And
looks all right.
It's a good look.
It's beautifully airbrushed. She looks good, and all the you got to say full marks to Zoo Weekly for not going with the headline of "Show us your tats." Don't they?